For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Terrapins will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Oregon Ducks offense going to get the chance to start this game off. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Ducks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. Starts to scramble to the left. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Madden. Got his man quickly. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw again. That's got it. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Maryland's offense has the ball for the first time. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle. Had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Fires to the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Trying play action. Unloads to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Terrapins will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Might be looking to run. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Rips it inside the 15. Touchdown, Oregon! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Middle Tennessee is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Murfreesboro. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet. This offense is still in identity mode.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man. It's Bryant. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Scanning the field, it's Madden. The short hands, it's Pryor. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his man, it's Pryor. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Kendricks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The throw to the outside is complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Looking to pass. It's Madden. Quick completion on the out route. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They go to the ground. Slithers into space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Terrapins want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, Dave.
And if this offense, Jesse's going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying to bully their way in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And in that situation, the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. It's our forced to settle for the field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is because, as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the team.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Got a man, it's Pryor. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and a shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Absolutely perfect. That'll trim the deficit to 15. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Madden. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Going to the ground. He's got room. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Buys a little extra time. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Caught near the sticks. It's Kendricks. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pryor. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Madden. Release to the back. Snags it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the 2nd quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the 2nd half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the 2nd half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll give it to him again. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. And they were looking looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jason. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This could turn out to be a huge penalty. Thought they were going to have to settle for 3, and now the offense back on the field with a chance for more. The roughing call gives this offense a first down, and we'll see if they can take advantage of the second chance. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Maryland! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Out of the end zone. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with is dwindled to 2. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Madden. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. The short hand. It's Kendricks. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wants to throw on third down. Gets it out quickly. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Using his feet to buy time. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. And the Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. This feels like a pivotal moment. Get the ball back on the punt. You need to put points on the board on this drive.
Yeah, it's a sense of urgency right now has got to be high for this offense. Trailing the way they are here, David, they've got to be able to put something together, score some points, and build confidence.
Yeah, it's not panic time, but you do want to build that confidence and find something that you can do well to start to build on. I think this offense is starting to figure themselves out a little bit.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding...
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. They'll ride the hot hand. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Ducks are facing 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Madden. Just a short pass to the tight end. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Pryor. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. And the Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker, it's Pryor. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the 1st down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break. on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out.
Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The Terrapins in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the back. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Terrapins come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They want to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the option, he breaks a tackle. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Maryland has the ball back quarterback and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Now adjusting. At the 35, he's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it inside the 30. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Got his man on the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Oh, they're after him. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
Dropping back, it's Garrett. Sets up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David. Got room on the return. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Lost a throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking for a man. It's Garrett. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is...
Looking for a deep man. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
How about that? I mean, the mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field. But the defense finally got to stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.